In Glasgow, you mentioned Glasgow Caledonian University, that they made me the chancellor of the university. When I first went there, one of the problems they started talking to me is the problem of unemployment in Glasgow City. I said, what is so special about it? It's everywhere. So no, ours is a special because our young people is a fourth generation unemployed people. Fourth generation unemployed people. I said, why is that? What does it mean, fourth generation unemployment? Ever since our shipbuilding stopped, we lost all our shipbuilding to Japan, to Korea, to others. So we have many people became unemployed. And what happened? State supported them, give them annual for a monthly check so that they can take care. So first generation goes. There comes the second generation unemployed in their families. They never went for a job. Third generation. Now we have the fourth generation. Not just few, thousands of families of fourth generation unemployment. Later I was in Europe again. I raised this issue. Was it only fourth generation in Glasgow? In Europe we'll have eighth generation unemployment. I said, if I were one of them, I would be suing the government. You killed me. You took away all my energy and creative power from me. I'm a human being. I'm not an animal in a zoo. That you keep me fed and keep me alive and be there. First responsibility of the society, of the state, is to help people who are in distress. That's why welfare is very important. Charity is very important for them. But the second responsibility of the society and the state is to help the person get out of charity. Politicians don't pay attention to that part. They are so good at giving the first part. Give the money because it comes from the taxpayers' money. I write the check. I'm a popular guy. But the responsibility is to get this young person out of, or old person, which person, out of the situation. And today, whole Europe is suffering from unemployment. Spain unemployment, youth unemployment is almost half, 50%. Look at Greece, look at Portugal. We were invited in Sweden to start social business to address the problem of unemployment in Sweden. 20% of the low-income families are unemployed. And Sweden is one of the top welfare states in the world. They have a headache with unemployed people. I said, it's a very simple thing. I don't have a magic formula of creating employment. But I said, human creative power is so much. If we employ that power, there's no reason why anybody should be unemployed. I said, to begin with, what is unemployment? Tell me. I don't understand unemployment. Why a young person, active, aggressive, very pleasant person, willing to work, is all prepared, why is he or she unemployed? Is there something wrong in that person? No, there's nothing wrong in that person. So where is the wrong? Who should be blamed for it? Not the person. How come society has failed to use his or her creative power to contribute to the society? What kind of society have we built? No answer. I said, the answer is, the system that we built is totally wrong. It generates unemployment. So I said, system now punishes human being by creating unemployment. Is it a fair thing to do? System punishing human beings? The fair thing, wouldn't the fair thing would be human being punishing the system, tear apart the system, that we don't need you? That question has to be asked. It's not a few people unemployed in one country or one region. Hundreds of thousands, millions, billions of people are unemployed. What kind of glory we are singing about our system, which cannot even give the human creative power to be unleashed, to see that we can do that. So what do we tell people, the unemployed people? I say, look, first you think, this is what we do in Bangladesh. That's what I wanted to share. When the young people from Grameen families, 8.5 million families, come out of their families, and we give them education loan, we send them to school so that they can pursue higher education. Now they are coming up, but they have no jobs. They complain, Why did we send us to school? Why did you give us all this money? How do we pay you money back? We have no jobs. I said, forget about all these things. First, believe in yourself and tell yourself every day, I am not a job seeker, I am a job giver. That's what I do. My mission in life is to create jobs, not work for somebody else. How do I do it? He gets shocked. He said, I don't have a job. Now he says, I'm a job giver. What am I going to give jobs? I don't have my job. I said, look, you are very privileged young people. Your mother owns a bank. I mean, bank is owned by the women who borrow from us. It's all owned by them. I said, your mother owns a bank. The bank has unlimited money. Why are you looking for a job? Why didn't you start something to create jobs for others? So we don't know what to create. I said, look at your mother. She started her life with $30 loan and start a business, selling eggs, selling vegetables, selling things or making things, sewing shirts. Now she has $5,000 loan, $10,000 loan, starting from $30 loan. An illiterate mother who never heard of an institution called bank, she could start something like that. What good is your education? You cannot do better than your mother. Why don't you go and learn from your mother what she did and pick it up from there and make it 20 times bigger than what she did, because you have education, you have the power, you have the money. So I said, solve your own problems. Don't go and cry over somebody else's shoulder. So we said, you create something which solves a problem of another person, and that's it. And we started creating social businesses to solve the unemployment problem. Create a small business as a social business, not for making money for yourself, just to solve the problem of 2-3 young people. And if it works, then you have solved the problem of 3 unemployed people. And if you do it for 3, I do it for 2, you do it for 5, it's done. Why conventional business cannot do that? Because they are all worried about what is the return on my investment. You don't have to return your investment. As long as your money comes back, that's good enough for me. You're always looking for alternative investment, where I can make more money. There's no alternative. This is something I have to do. And I take pleasure in it. So that's the idea. Now, we see lots of enthusiasm about it. And luckily, these young people have enormous power now because of the technology in their hand. These are a completely different generation of young people, not the same young generation that we were. This is much more powerful. If they pick up something, they will get it done. And they can create a world where nobody will be a poor person, because that's a natural thing about human being. They will create a world, there'll be no unemployed person. Because unemployment is not natural to human being. Sometimes I joke about it to my colleagues. I said, have you ever heard an animal being unemployed? How come human being became unemployed? After all the glory of his knowledge and technology. I said, if an animal is unemployed, probably it is owned by a human being. That's the only reason. Otherwise, animals are not unemployed. So that we lost something in the process. It's our fault. So we create that, we undo all those faults. We create a world where there'll be nobody will be poor. We create a world where nobody will be unemployed. And in that world, when you talk about unemployment, people will look at each other. What's wrong? What do you mean unemployment? Is he sick? Is he crippled? Even crippled people are employed. What's wrong with this person? They will not even understand what unemployment means, because it's not natural to human being. And we can create a world where nobody will live on state charity. Because there is no reason to, because I can take care of myself. That's a basic human thing. I can take care of myself. My job is to take care of others. That's a human thing. Not taking care of myself. That's not a human thing. It's very natural for a human being to do that kind of thing. So that's the world that we have to wait for. Thank you very much.